I believe. And you know, it's a shame I only listen once a year. I just got some audio tapes so I can listen more than once in the year, so I can listen in my car. I want to change my name. Every year I want to change my name when I hear Martin speak. From compliant to inciting. Yeah. From follower to leader, from timid to brave, from willing to insistent. And I believe the names I have chosen may be beginning to work. Let me tell you. Yesterday, a man delivered a futon to my home for our new student, Sora. I found him and his family on Craigslist. He was very kind to deliver the futon. I thought he had a truck or something, but he delivered it in a station wagon with plastic on the windows. He was a very kind person. He lives in an apartment complex with his wife and their 2 kids, and the steps leading up to their apartment and along the porch to get to the door, that area is going to rot soon. It's soft wood. I could feel it under my feet. But this man had a really strong spirit, and he told me that he was in school. So I asked him, what are you studying? You know, guess. He's in a seminary. Right? Last week I bought a desk, 2 weeks ago I bought a desk on Craigslist, and the person I bought it from was a minister. What's with that? But this man talked about his plans for the future and the ministry that was calling to him, how he felt that God was calling him. He spoke with dedication and with hope, and I felt blessed to have met him. When he delivered the bed yesterday, he asked where I attended seminary. It's always a big question. Do I really say? I said, Kansas City. You know why? Because the conversation was beginning to roll and I didn't want it to end. Because if I told him where I came from, he might not talk to me. He was pretty conservative. Maybe next year I'll say the truth. But the truth is, I said I was in Kansas City and that I studied in the Bible Belt, but I didn't say that I was a Unity minister because, as I say, I wanted to maintain this connection. And then he said, I noticed your email address was Rev41World. What does that mean to you? Caught again. I said, well, it's not political. It's not a political name. One world. I said, I believe that Jesus told us this. Open the door wider, put another place on the table. You are related to everybody. And anybody's pain is yours, and anyone's misfortune is yours, and anyone's hurricane or flood or earthquake is yours. That we are all related. He said, okay. And then he told me about an event that he recently attended. And the community in the event was half Caucasian and half black, and he was delighted to be in that environment. He felt like it was rich for him. So we thanked each other for our brief exchange and how we helped each other. And I thanked God for giving me the discernment to keep the conversation going. Because my old name was Impulsive. And my new name is, wait a minute. Wisdom, that was my name. You know how we learn we take steps and then the next step in changing the names, leader, brave, insistent, came when one of my best friends sent me an email. You might have gotten this the other day. I did. It was an email about some foolproof airlines. That this is an airlines where no one will ever have a weapon or white powder or no one will have a box cutter. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I wonder what this is going to be. And I don't always open those forwarded emails, but because it was from my best friend, I opened it up. And it was a photograph of a bunch of nude people on an airplane. Kind of levels the playing field a little bit. So I got a little chuckle out of it, I have to admit. But then under the photograph, there was a sentence, and I wish I had copied it. I erased the email. But it said something about sending them back, sending the Muslims back to where they belong. Man, oh man. It was inflammatory, of course. And the preacher who is moved to tears by Dr. King every year and who wants to change her name to Courage and to Wisdom and to Leader and to Wait a Minute did not just erase the email, but sent one to my friend, to my dear friend. I thought the photo was funny, I said, but I did not like the reference below the photograph. When will we get over it? When will we get over our suspicions and our fear? And when will we realize that all religions have extremists and that most people are not that? I am just as uncomfortable with a Christian extremist as a Muslim extremist, I said. And then I took a breath and pushed the send button. Have you ever done that? You think, oh boy, here it goes. Stacy has done it. And then last night in our daily conversation, I said, so, did you get the email? Yes, she said, I'm with you. I didn't see that sentence at the bottom of the photograph. I didn't know it was there. I said, I'm so relieved. And so we talked about it. I will change your name, says God. And what will your name be into 2010? It could be a name like Courage. And if you really want to change your name from Charlotte to Susie, that's okay too. The ushers will be passing a basket around to you now with white stones in it. A white stone that can be your own evidence of your freedom to make the choices you want to make this year.